All right, guys, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you are celebrating, I want to wish you the best, you and your family, and just thank you for helping me succeed at Real Men, Real Style. As you guys know, we've got a bigger mission here, helping men dress better so they can become the man they know themselves to be. And you guys from around the world, I know we've got ladies out there as well, about 8% of our audience, ladies, so I thank you as well. But you guys over in Pakistan, you guys over in India, over in Bangladesh, over in South America, we got Chile, we got Argentina, Brazil, Venezuela, we've got the guys down in Mexico, we've got our Canadian friends, our South African friends, jumping back up, East Europe, we got Ukrainians, we've got Romanians, you guys over in Russia, and you guys maybe know I got a Russian channel as well. The guys over in England, I just want to thank everyone down in Australia, and I could go on, but you guys really appreciate it. And so I wanted to give you guys a holiday message, share with you guys about 7 things, and I'll zip through that really quick. So I'm going to be talking about why I'm no longer working with Aaron Marino over at Pete and Pedro and T. Shanley. And that's a very interesting story, but next up, I'll announce, number 2 goes with it as well. So I'm not going to ruin the surprise there, but my 2020 meetups, I will be traveling throughout the United States and the world. I'm going to announce those. I'm also going to talk about future videos. What do you guys want to see? How can I make them better? How can I make them more engaging? I want to hear from you guys. And again, down in the comments, I'll be answering every single comment over the next 48 hours. So if you got questions, let me know. I'll get to anything you want to ask, I will respond to. Maybe I won't give you the answer you want, but I will engage and respond in the comments. And as you can see, got my tree right here. Again, my kids get all these holidays, so they just love this time of the year. I'm also going to be talking about my Dapper Dog Club. So this is something I'm having a lot of fun with. I wanted to create a community for my insiders, the RMRS insiders, the guys that really care about helping us grow, want to give me feedback, and also wouldn't mind taking off my hands, leather bags, watches, just some of the cooler things that we've got. But I wanted to thank the guys that have been around for years or for months, watching all of my videos, supporting what we're doing. So I created this Facebook group. Again, it's a very selective group. I will link to it down in the description. But yeah, just join it if you have been a diehard fan. It's not for casual members, and you'll find out why, because in the questions I asked. But the point being is I want to thank those guys and better connect with them. And I think that's what I'm thinking about with my channel and improvement. I want to better connect. I want to, engage with you guys more and give you more of what you want. Also, talk about my personal goals, and I want to hear your personal goals, again, down in the comments. I'll give it a heart. If I love some of this stuff, if I don't like it, I'll probably give you a heart anyway. And how about a quick history about my town? So by the way, I've lived in this house. Look at that stair. Isn't that beautiful? So that's one of the reasons I bought this house. And I've lived in this house now for over a decade. My wiener dog, she does not like it whenever I leave. We've got like stained glass on this house, just beautiful, house, well over about 120 years old. And I live in Wisconsin, in case you don't know. It is relatively warm today. It's relative, because I know some of you guys in the tropics are like, oh my gosh, snow, he's walking out without a jacket. Well, I'm more scared actually of ice that my son did not clean up here than I am, the cold doesn't bother me too much. And to be honest, today is a relatively warm day. We're talking, I don't know, maybe it's 38 degrees, 40 degrees. So we're even seeing some melt right now. And yeah, no need for a jacket in this type of weather. But guys, so let's go ahead and let's get into the first thing. Why am I not working with T. Shanley and Pete and Pedro? Guys, I love those companies. And my friend Aaron, who's one of, business partner, multiple ventures, he has done a great job with those companies. But here's the thing, is those are his companies. And I've always wanted to do my own thing. So that leads me to point number 2. I've partnered with a company over in Australia called Vitaman. And I am now an owner of that company as well. I've bought in. And it's something I'm going to help them grow. This is a company that's been around for 20 years, and they've made a name for themselves in the spa industry. But when it comes to online and presence online, they really don't have any. So it's something I'm coming into Vitaman, and I am going to be basically not exactly the face, because my partner's with Vitaman. So you may have heard of him. He's a famous Australian soccer player. His name's Tim Cahill. That is one of my partners. I've also partnered up with Claire and Dale Beaumont, and these guys are just awesome people that I've gotten to know over the last year. And we talked and we're like, hey, there's an opportunity here. I can bring a lot of value to this business. So that's what we're doing. And by the way, this is my street, some of the towns. I'll give you a little bit of a history. This is what we're coming up to. So next to my house, or relatively close, we've got the food pantry right over here. And then also we've got the Hami Home. So this is basically it's a place, it was founded by a guy, I think 100 years ago, named Reverend Homie. I don't know his full name. But I do know this was a place where aging people that are just older that need help could come and be taken care of in their last months of life. And I like, at first I was like, do I want to live next to a place like this? But the more I walk by these places, it's just a constant reminder of where I come from and to be humble. Because, that food pantry, I remember when I was in some tough spots in my life, especially growing up, we had to go to food pantries, and I appreciated things like that being there. I know that at some point in my life, I am going to die, and that I'm hoping that, I'm building a legacy and a family that's going to be there for me and be able to take care of me. So when I see these things in life, it's a constant reminder to be humble, to be grateful for what I have. And at the same time, it also ignites in me a bit of a hunger to go out there and do more. So yeah, this Vitamin company, I'm excited because I'm going to be able to reach more people. I'm going to be able to interact with a lot more people with physical products. And we got a wide range of products. You can go check out the website. I'll link to it down in the description, in addition to a number of other things I'm talking about in today's video, like the Dapper Dog Club and stuff. But Vitamin, so I'll link to it. Shampoo, conditioner, and it's not just any shampoo, conditioner. Everything's made with 100% natural ingredients out of Australia, but we're going to have for oily hair, for dry hair. If you have really thin hair, there's going to be basically a volumizing shampoo and conditioner. They've also got hair products, so that's why I'm not working with Pete and Pedro anymore. So I've got my own styling creams, my own gels, my own pomades, my own type of not what is it, like hair, you guys get it, hair fibers and things like that. In addition, they've got skincare, so that's why I'm not working with Tiege Hanley anymore. I love what they're doing over at Tiege, but what I'm doing is my own thing. And yeah, we'll see. I know there's options out there. And what I loved about this company, 100% natural. More than 50 to 60% of the ingredients in most of these products are certified organic. And if you know anything about that, that's a pretty big deal, because even though something can be natural, it's not always going to be organic. And what's the difference? Which one's more important? Well, I'll be talking more about that over the next few years as I promote Vitamin. And again, this is going to be my company. And I'm excited about that because I get to make sure that you guys are taken care of. If this is something you ever buy any of my hair products, what I want to have and make sure that we've always got a 100% money back guarantee, that, if you need help or you need information, I want to make it just, yeah, this is fun. I'm excited about it. So next up, let's talk about meetups. So I'm going to be traveling to Australia in July of 2020. That's a big one. I'll be there for a few weeks, and I'm going to have a meetup in Sydney, and I'm going to be excited to meet so many of you guys down under. Also, we see early January, I'll be in Austin, Texas. So I went to school at Austin, Texas, went to UT and everything, but I'll be meeting up. By the way, I'll probably have Aaron Marino with me. We're hanging out in Austin for a while, and I think I'm just going to say, hey guys, we're at this bar. Meet up with me and Aaron Marino for maybe 2 hours or something in Austin, Texas. This will be probably, I don't know, what is it going to be, January 10th or 11th? I'll have to double check the date, but I'll get that to you guys. Next up, we've got in February, Atlanta, Georgia. If you don't know about this, it's our last Menfluential. So me and Aaron are wrapping up the conference. We accomplished mission. We got done what we wanted to do, and we're having a great time. And it's going to be a blowout party. This one's going to be a little bit different in the sense of, like, honestly, we and Aaron have said, like, you know what, like, there's no pressure on this one. We're just going to have fun, and it's going to be a little bit more of a party than previous ones. So if you haven't grabbed your ticket, guys, I will link to it down in the description. Next up, let's talk about Dallas, Texas. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, this one is not 100%, but I'm thinking April 2020. Let me know if you're in and around Dallas, and that would be better than an Austin meetup. Sydney, Australia, like I said, July 20th. LA, so I'll be in Los Angeles in October of 2020, and that one is confirmed, and I'll be meeting up with you guys there. After that, what do we have? New York City, Chicago. I do plan on maybe having something there. Aaron's, his Tiege Hanley's based out of Chicago. New York City, I've just got so many friends, and I want to get back over there. So I know many of you guys, that's going to work better. Sorry, not going to be able to make it down to Florida or over to, I know you guys have been inviting me out to Mumbai. You guys have been, I got to watch where I'm driving. So I am, I don't know, maybe 500 meters from my office. So we're getting close. All right. So, gotta read my notes here. The Dapper Dog Club. So I've been a huge fan of dogs, I mean, forever. So you may not, I haven't talked about this. I grew up on in a ranch for a couple of years when I was in Texas, and that sounds cooler than what it is. It was a trailer park ranch. We had a trailer on a bunch of land, and we had a lot of horses. We had tons of dogs. Literally, I mean, there must have been like 20, 25 dogs. They were all outdoor dogs. My aunt could never turn away a stray. I slept in her kitchen. I mean, I guess she put a bed in there for me. It was a small trailer. Point being is I learned a lot about horses, and I loved animals. And it was just something I remember every single day going out there with the dogs. They'd go running with me. I went on I was training for cross country and track at the time. So I'd be out doing my runs and just me and the dogs. And I just loved how it was unconditional love. So that's what I'm looking for in my Dapper Dog Club. You unconditional, well, maybe not unconditionally, but the point is you love what we're doing at Real Men Real Style. You want to see more men dress better and become the man they know themselves to be. And so because of that, you're willing to engage with me in a little bit deeper of a group. And again, we're going to limit the size of this group. We're only going to allow in about 100 people a month, and I want to cap it at over the next year 1,000. And the reason being is I only want people in there that really want to give us critical, real feedback. People that want to, really understand that this is important and that I need this information in order to grow. Let's go ahead and change this up. As you can see, my small town, it's it's small, typical, I guess, mid-America, just over 1,000 people, by the way, 1,081 people, and 6 of those people, my family. And my kids can walk to school, although I usually pick up my son. I don't like him. There's a couple roads that maybe I'm an overprotective dad, but okay. So we talked about the Dapper Dog Club. I'll put the link to that down in the description. Would love to see you guys join that. Again, the application isn't, the first 2 questions are easy. The third question you're gonna have to do a bit of research on, and that is my worst video and my best video and why. And I do expect a little bit more detailed answers. And if you're not active in the group, you will get kicked out of the group. I know that sounds bad, but I just wanna have guys in there that are actually taking it seriously, and we're going to be asking questions and trying to get your guys' feedback from how we could better edit videos to, is this a topic that you think we should be covering? Do you feel, is this a negative approach? I always try to keep a positive approach on the channel, but I view my Dapper Dogs, whenever I want to explain things a little bit deeper than I can in my normal videos, because let's talk about YouTube. So my videos on YouTube, it's one of those things that if you put out bad videos, you're kind of penalized. YouTube comes in and they don't show your next video to as many people. And so you're constantly and I found myself the last 2 years chasing views, going and putting out stuff that, it's a decent video, but I did it more because I wanted to just get traffic to the channel. Not necessarily, maybe did I want to cover this, which by the way, we're at my office. So we don't have to be quiet because I'm not going to show you my code. Got my cameras all, if you want to see something cool, look how the ice, you see that right there? Yeah, the ice is just, I got a steel roof, and so the ice is just falling off. So here is by the room. So I've got tons of stuff in here. Just look at all those bags up there. I got to the things are just all over the place. I've got so many clothes. And honestly, half these shirts I need to get rid of. So if you're about 5'9", 170 pounds, you definitely want to be part of the Dapper Dog Club, because a lot of the clothing, well, it just has to fit you. And by the way, there's my studio. You've probably seen this studio. You want to see my fragrances? That's just a piece of my fragrances. I've got more under the table. So my fragrance collection has gone crazy recently. So let's get a little bit of light in here and I'll finish up this video. All right, so yes. Trying to figure out how to hold this thing. Okay, so future videos, guys, I want to make them better. I want to make them more interactive. This one's going to be very real, as you can tell, totally uncut. And I want to hear more from you guys and share with you so one of the reasons my office right now, besides me just probably being sloppy, is and not very organized, is that we are actually in the middle of a rebuild. So I'm gonna have a walk-in closet. That's gonna come later on in the year. I'm also gonna have a sit-down area, very just kind of a fun area where I just sit and have coffee and be able to interact with you guys. I also wanna have it so that we've got a backdrop of, well, you've already seen the backdrop of books, but I wanna bring in more watches. I wanna bring in the fragrances, the backdrops. You'll see that fragrance video here coming up. It's a taster of what we've been getting into, because I've been really getting deep into fragrances, into watches over the last couple of years, more into shoes, and be able to maybe go over my shoe collection. But personal goals. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Again, down in the comments, you want to add anything, got any questions, let me know down in the comments. I'll be answering every single comment for the next 48 hours. But my personal goals, and my one personal goal, let's say, is to get more mobility and to improve my not so much, I mean, my strength, yeah, I want to see that, and I want to become faster and have more endurance. But really, it's my mobility. I've just had issues. This has been a bad year for my back, and part of it is simply I haven't been doing what I need to do. I know you guys, I put out these videos, talk about miracle mornings and everything, but I fell off the wagon for a while, and I didn't go to hit the gym once for a month this year, and I'm still not consistent. I'm hitting it maybe twice a week, sometimes just on the weekends. My weeks have just been really busy. We've been training up new people on the company. And I've kind of made that excuse. I'm just running around, but not taking care of myself. So this year is the year I want to dedicate to mobility and improving my health. My wife does a great job of helping me eat healthy, but yeah, I want to take much better care of my body, and from lifting weights to exercising. The big thing though is going to be mobility, stretching, and calisthenics. I'd love to hear from you guys what your one personal goal is for this year. Now, my business goal. So I want to get my courses in more people's hands. And so we've got a course which we've sold for years called the Style System, an amazing course. But this year, I want to get it in front of a lot more people. So we're going to be using paid traffic. We're going to be really ramping that up, and you'll probably start seeing the ads, if you follow anything on our website and stuff. But yeah, that's the big goal there. And let me see, did I miss anything else? Maybe I could have told you more about the town, but I think you guys got to see a little bit of an insight. I've set this up being so close. And why do I have an office so close? Why not just have it in my house? I want a place where I can come and I can be inspired. And that's what I'm looking to do. So I'm going to have also a setup with a desk. And so I can just talk to you guys from the desk of Antonio. We're going to be setting up something in the bathroom as well, basically. So, a grooming, so you can get a feel as I'm shaving and showing you guys off the products. And I think that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, and wherever you're from in the world, make sure to let me know down in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.